Day 6.
This is the Breeze World debut of Rebecca. Yay! Kelly got a sunburn, so Margaret is sensually rubbing aloe vera on her back while we film.
It's not the first time ever. This is true. This is not the first time.
So, day 5 is the first day that we wake up in Madrid, which is really cool. So, we go out to breakfast, which was comped by the professors.
We're going to give you money for breakfast. And then we're actually going to give you money for breakfast for the 5 days that we're in Madrid. So we'll just give you each 25 euros.
Yep. And if you know from Avila, the three of us over here are very good at finding cheap breakfast.
Yes, which we did. Because we're budgeted €5 for each day. And we got max $2.50.
Yeah, we've been spending half of as much as we get.
Alright, so after breakfast, we headed to the park, which is El Parque del Retiro, or something along those lines.
It's this.
There. So actually, to get there, we went down a street called Gran Via, which is a huge street with lots of cool buildings on them. We got into the park. Before the park, there is an arch that is very cool that used to be the entrance to the city when it was
in medieval times.
Yeah, when it was a walled city.
Yeah,
back in the day.
Which is very cool. So we go in, we get our little assignment, a quest to follow Red for at least half an hour, which turned into, for us, more of a connect the dots, I Spy version of following Red.
Mm-hmm. So because we had destinations to get to.
Right. We had an itinerary, and if there was Red, that was our justification. Yes,
we went to the boats because Brett and Marcus had joked about getting a boat together.
Yes. They went and climbed on the lion. I was not going to do that because I'm a klutz. I would have fallen on my ass. Then we decided that we were going to find the Crystal Palace, by way of which we stopped at the Palacio del Velázquez, which is another building in the park. It's rather large. It's used also by the Reina Sofia, which will be tomorrow's. And it is a modern art installment.
You apparently weren't supposed to film in there, but again, when has that ever stopped?
Yes.
Me? But there was some cool stuff.
After tooling around there, we made our way over to the Crystal Palace, bumped into Brent, so we don't forget. Kelly saw the street artist, and we all followed over and got these awesome prints. Each one's different, from this man named Ray Ho, who's from Malaysia. Okay, we went to the Crystal Palace, which is basically a giant greenhouse, and had these dots all over the floor and the ceiling, which on the floor you weren't allowed to stand on them, which seems really boring to me. So after that, we decided to go see the Falling Angel, and then...
Which is Lucifer.
Yes.
And it's one of two statues.
No, that's a lie.
Is it a lie?
Yeah. After the Fallen Angel, we walked over to the book fair, which was huge. I think Marcus said there was like 500 stalls there, which I would totally believe. There's a passage of statues that used to not be available to the public for a really long time.
Then we got on the metro and came back here, didn't we?
Came back
after
that. Oh, that was the day we didn't have football. That was the day.
It
was so sad. So we missed it because we thought it was at 9. The travel agent, I guess, had said it was 9.
And
we
what's
missed
even
the
worse,
soccer game.
It was the last one of the season.
Yeah, so we can't go see it
chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, so some people went out to the field to get a tour. Did anybody? No, we all just kind of
hung out. And then we went to bed.
Yay, we're back!
Day 7? No, it's not day 7. It can't be day 7.
Day 7. Brent left a note on his door telling us that we needed to either meet back at the hotel at 10 or 10:30 or something, or meet at El Rastro, which is this massive flea market, on Sunday in Madrid. Yeah, so we did a couple of stop-offs, but then we went to El Rastro and we split off and decided that we would, divide and conquer and see this thing. And it went on and on and on and on and on. We had been given an assignment to follow the color red, and we kept finding all of these owls everywhere. So we decided that we would follow the owl, and what we were going to do is try to create accessories for an outfit, like a complete whole, what would you call that? Like an accessory? A wardrobe, yes, of accessories all out of owls.
But what's funny is when we first got to this flea market, we looked around and said, is there enough here to do an hour? Yeah, okay, we'll meet back here in an hour. And Margaret and I got 45 minutes away and went, okay, we need to book it back to meet these guys.
Yeah.
We met it back and went, okay,
See you
we'll
in
do another hour.
Yeah. And we still didn't see it all. We had to meet on the steps of the Reina Sofia Museum at like 2:45 or something like that. And on Sunday, since it was Sunday, admission to the Reina Sofia is free.
That museum is very easy to get lost in.
Yeah, who knows? And guess what you can't do in that museum in most rooms?
You can't take video or pictures.
And guess who has 2 thumbs and did it anyways? This guy! In particular, the one room that was the most heavily guarded was the room with Guernica, which is Picasso's kind of masterpiece. I got one of each part of it because it was so, it's a really long kind of mural kind of thing.
You could also go downstairs and go into like a little courtyard garden with some fountains, and that was really nice. I did that for a little while.
Oh, what else was cool about the Reina Sofia was that they actually had a dolly exhibit during the time, but the line was so long that I, though was really excited about it, chose not to go in because we're going to see that in Barcelona, and you'll hear all about that later.
We had to meet with the rest of the group outside and ride the metro back. And then we took the metro and we headed back to get ready for the bullfight.
Except the 3 of us did not go to the bullfight, we just came back. And so Margaret went straight to the bullfight.
Yep, actual arena where all the action happens is much closer to the seats than everybody thought. We were probably about 100 feet away from it. It was kind of strange. And we went to go see the bullfights that happen completely from the back of a horse. It's not really a fair fight. I didn't enjoy it, but it was the only time I was ever going to go. And I'd rather go with people that I liked than sit with people I don't know at all and have emotional difficulties. Anyway.
I think that's fair. Yeah, I think that's totally fair.
The horse artistry was the most interesting part of the entire thing because these guys had to control the horse, do their thing with the bull, and make sure that they and the horse did not get attacked by the bull. And yeah, that was a bullfight, and after that we went to La Latina, which was just bars and tapas.
Okay. And that is day 7.